Okay, so AJ gave us an idea to get the area. We're going to find the area of the rectangle and subtract half of this circle area. So that's what we've done. We've described the steps we would use to find the area. Next, we're going to calculate the area of the walkway around to the nearest tenth of a square meter. So to calculate, first, like we said, we're going to get the area of the big rectangle, which is length times width. So 5.2 times 2.1. Does it matter in a rectangle what I call the length and what I call the width?
Nope.
Doesn't matter, right? Because depending on how you orientate it, you can call one or the other. It doesn't matter if I do 5.2 times 2.1 or 2.1 times 5.2. It's the same thing. So what's that? 10 point, Henry? Sorry? 10.92. And what's the units, Henry?
In meters squared.
Good. Okay, so that's our area of the rectangle. I'll put a little r there. We need to subtract that from the area of the, and I'll put a half c there, so half circle. So the area of half circle, Sebastian, how do I find that?
So first you would do, so pi times pi multiplied by r squared,
Okay,
and that would be 1.05. So that would be 1.10 multiplied by pi.
yeah. So what's that?
3.46.
Okay, remember this has to be times 1/2, times 1/2, times 1/2. So the final answer would be 1.73.
1.73. Yes.
All right. And the units?
Meters squared.
Meters squared. So that's our half circle. So our total area then from this shape should be our rectangle minus our circle. So 10.92 minus 1.73. Area total is the area of the rectangle minus the area of the half circle. And what's that? Matthew?
9.19
Units?
meters squared.
Good. All right, let's see how we did. B. Okay, so here's the process we took. We found the area of the rectangle, 10.92. We found the area of the semicircle, 7.13, and we subtracted them, 9.19. That's what the same answer we got. Okay. It now tells us that the perimeter, the walkway with will have a border in a different color of tile. Calculate the perimeter of the walkway round to the nearest tenth of a meter. So now we're looking for the perimeter. So similar sort of thing. We need to find the perimeter of these three lines here. So 1, 2, 3, and we're going to find half of the circumference. Make sense? All right. So we do that by finding 1/2 pi d, that's half of the circumference. So we get 3.3, knowing that our diameter is 2.1. So there's the perimeter of that semicircle. We're going to add that to the three sides of the rectangle, which are here, 5.2, 2.1, and 5.2. Gives us 15.8. Any questions? And the units for perimeter, Sal?
To find the perimeter of the whole rectangle.
Just the units for perimeter. What units are we in?
Meters.
Good. Meter squared or meters?
Meters.
Okay,
Those perimeters.
you got it. All right. Perimeter is one dimensional, not two, okay? Finally, our key concepts. A composite figure is made up of more than one simple shape. Composite, so kind of to add pieces. It's composed, right? Composite, composed of more than one piece. To determine the total area of a composite figure, add and or subtract areas. So depending on what the shape looks like, you're going to decide whether you need to add two pieces together or go with a bigger piece and subtract them from the smaller piece that cuts out of it. Finally, to determine the perimeter of a composite figure, add the distances around the outside of the figure. which is by definition a perimeter. Any questions?